Welcome back, Five Aces.
Hey people, Five Aces here. The people have spoken and they have unanimously decided that they wanted to see more of Mo. And who am I to deny the will of the people? So we're gonna go with the crowd and we're gonna present to you a pack of replays sent to you on courtesy of, I guess, RHL, the administrators. This is gonna be spawning at the top right as Ukrainian forces, Mr. Sigil, who has made his way into Masters 2 seasons ago, managed to handily defend his position against people such as myself. And he's facing off against Mr. Mo, who is a recurring or a returning player to RHL. He's returning both to RHL and to Form. Unfortunately, there is no Navy featured here on this map. I can't see any pawns for the time being. This is a map that I have to download. It's called Overkill. And we're gonna see our first confirmed kill here, courtesy of Sigil's guard dog, who is trying to sniff around the asses of the Krauts. This is, by the way, a Company of Heroes 2 quote. Krauts are sniffing around our asses! Which is a very American way of stating that the Germans have found you. Medic is being purchased, but that ain't gonna do shit against the dog, because Mo is gonna be pushed back further and further. Nice stutter stepping micro from Sigil, so early game firmly in his hands. Ooh, that is a mistake. A brazen mistake. I don't know what that idea was here. Mo already walling off with a fake base, so if the inevitable Grenadier rush arrives, they're not going to be able to choose and pick a target. There is just going to be too many fakes around. This is, by the way, the worth. This is basically 2 riflemen's worth of units. You've already thrown 10 riflemen into the meat grinder, so I doubt this can be called efficient. Right, some slight lapse in efficiency from Mo. Double ref from both players, which is par for the course this season. Also, completely similar or identical timings even. Fake War Factory from Mo. Looks like a War Factory. Thank you. Thank you, Tooltip author. Whoever was the author behind that, it deserves some praise. Alright, so map evenly split. By the way, I'm trying out a new technology here. Ooh, fake radar dome as well. 2 fake radar domes. What in the actual fuck is this? Some black magic fuckery. He's got all the tech tree unlocked. Alright, Mo showing us how it's done here. This is some peak France gameplay. Hell yeah. Look at this base. There's an actual 5 buildings here, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, 5, yeah. Double power plant. Everything else is just a fake. It's all smokes and mirrors. So, guard dog, I dare you to venture into the base of Mo. Right, the ranger is out. It is gonna be matched with an APC, yeah. Which is stock standard. There's a push on to the oil derrick of Sigil. But that's a really good position for the rifleman. This may be an intercept. Yeah! Okay, no, never mind. Sigil's bringing the APC. APC now going forward. Oh my goodness, the timing. Oh, nice. And gets the dog as well. Gets the dog to boot. Force fire not hitting the mark. And subsequently, Mo trading up this time around. Damn, that's impressive. Sigil is committing into this assault onto the oil derrick. Gets it eventually, but at heavy losses incurred. So, combat tab has now swung back to even. Oh, APC is about to say something about that. Some solid crush RNG this time around. Doesn't hit all of the marks, but yeah. Still a couple crushed bodies on the dance floor. Alright, what's the actual tech structures here? There's an actual service depot out, so we're transitioning just into a regular game. Appears to be the case that Mo didn't have a backup plan for his fake spam. This was all just a ruse. Sigil's APC has done some good work. Could now actually transition into sending some rockets with the APC. I really like the flexibility that this unit provides. So one cool thing about Soviet units past the early game is they remain useful. Light tank from the Allies is something that acts like as maybe a little bit of a force multiplier in the mid game. You know, just some extra pushing power, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna be able to have much of an impact. Whereas the Soviet light vehicles, both the APC and the flak truck, can retain their usefulness past the 5-minute mark. So the flak truck is really good if your opponent goes for tech spam, and it can also just be used to poke away at infantry armies if they're not being supported. And the And the APC conversely is really good at surprise drops if you manage to make it survive past the first 5 minutes. It can still be used as an ambush unit, which is super useful. The Ranger obviously is good at transporting engineers around the map, which is nicely displayed here by Mo, who has captured the oil derrick of Sigil, and Sigil does not want to go for an engineer. Decides to take the safe route and blow it the fuck up. This is some, yeah, giving me some Scorched Earth vibes here. If I can't have it, nobody can have it. There is another push onto the oil derricks of Sigil, so economy being decimated on both sides. At the end of the day, this is going to leave both players with 1 oil derrick a pop. Yeah, so pretty Scorched Earth already. Some people have asked and commented on the usefulness of, or the limited usefulness of oil derricks. And there's a point to be made here, but at the same rate, it's free money. It's free real estate. Just purchase an engineer, it's 400, and that's not that much of an upfront investment. Okay, this is by the way a really cool flanking route. You've got a road directly into the mining heart of the base. Is that an actual? No, that's still just a fake radar dome. Should have known by the visibility cone. Alright, first expansions are out, and they are taking the expansions clockwise, as well as away from the main base. This is probably not the first choice I would go for. So both players expanding in a sort of counterintuitive way. Yep, this is going to be a split map, and very aggressive posturing from Mo, but his southern perimeter is undefended. Oh, a mine layer yet again. Honestly, this strikes me as a very valid mine target. This here and this here. So, a couple things that, some comments on the feedback that I received on the past casts. I hope that the webcam is going to be fixed now, because what I did is I'm using the NVIDIA software to capture my webcam as well. So no longer am I using a separate track. Instead, I'm just going for like a combined track, which is pretty useful. And I hope the quality is going to be better and there's not going to be as much micro stutter anymore, because the webcam for some reason was always lagging constantly. So I hope this should be fixed in this iteration. And the other thing is that I am now trying to zoom in a little more, because I have been made aware that this new setup of mine lends itself to a very panoramic view, but the actual engagements are going to be a clusterfuck most of the time, at the best of days. Heavy tanks from Sigil moving back. Ooh, they're shaving off so much infantry already. This is looking to be a good engagement for Sigil. Yep, get some good value. We're seeing a couple. Oh, that's just a single tank run by. Ooh, 3 more to follow though. This is going to be an economical blow. And the front lines for Sigil are crumbling, so Mo is also closing the sack on this side. Sigil retreating. On the right hand side, he has managed to salvage the harvesters. But the ore refinery is gonna go down. That is crucial. I guess if he commits anyway. Running into another batch of tanks, but a really good tank movement from Mo. Hasn't lost any of them for now. Is now committing into the ore refinery. Yep. Thank you, good sir. He should keep on moving his tanks. Just a little extra mobility. Plonk. We're hearing the mines go off. Yeah, immediately sounding the retreat. Good hustle. The first mine already deterring Sigil from pushing further, despite there being a very limited supply of mines. Tesla coil on the backside. He's managed to find the war factory, but at the cost of his tanks. That's fine. Manages to get a good scouting run in. We're gonna take a look at the army graph now. Both players fairly evenly matched, and I think the economy should also be relatively ballpark. Even Mo is 6k ahead. Alright, he lost a harvester though. Something that I completely missed, but this army is outclassed and outmatched. So I would not venture any further here. Mo is waiting for reinforcements, and with that, it should be still defender's advantage. Look at this compact formation. Unless Sigil manages to willy-nilly lose his tanks like this. Nope. Not just yet. No radar dome action. Oh yeah, radar dome is being purchased from Mo. He's also busting out the mechanics, which is something I very much enjoy. His play with tier 2 units has been pretty good thus far. Also, what's the mine layer going for? Some people have asked me to turn on targeting lines, but I really think this adds some visual clutter. This just makes the map a confusing mess to look at, especially if you're zooming out. Double helipad is now in the works, and the first patches or Blackhawks are gonna start appearing. 5 mechanics. Yo, that is an investment. An investment into the future. And this better be worth your time, because you're gonna be trying to match a really heavy push here. Oh, the first artillery already going in blind. This was not the best shot here. Front lines being traded off. Tanks are a bit too far forward for Sigil, but he's still got such a large infantry mass. Artilleries need to do some miracle work. Oh, please send back the mechanics. Good opening salvo. Oh, the mechanics are being obliterated. Oh no. But the tanks are starting to dry up mostly. Alright. Blackhawks are also trying their best. Oh, that was a money shot. Already veteran C2 for the artillery. It's trying to turn. Oh, okay. Gets away. Okay, now it's time for the fakes to shine. Artillery is now nestled behind its own friendly units. The service depot is most certainly gonna go down. Yep. There she goes. Mine layer providing some extra tanking power. The artillery hasn't fired the entire time, by the way. Haha! He's trying to bait out the rocket shots. And Sigil is running into the rocket shots anyway. Both running away from each other. Move command at its finest. Alright, at the end of the day though, no harvesters have been lost here. So that's not too bad. Ooh, Sigil is gonna get some fake information. But this also lets him know that the door is open on the northern end. V2s have started to appear as kind of a reply. Kind of an answer, an RE to the Blackhawk. But this is going to be really dangerous. There is nothing defending the harvesters, and Mo is going to stand the risk of losing 4 at the same time. This is nasty. So his economy is going to be in shambles, and I feel both players have depleted their armies quite a bit. Yep. That's going to pose a problem. Also, you can't engage into the rocket soldiers like this. First salvo already almost eating up the Blackhawk. Almost taking it out of the skies. Combat tab is still fairly even. Oh, those tanks are way too up front. Single file formation is the name of the game here. At least most of the harvesters have been salvaged. What is this ranger doing? That's just doing some backup scouting. Yeah, you are pretty dead, my friend. It was nice knowing you. There is just a pile of slag where once the ranger stood. Very few rockets as well. This is almost a Ganon composition at that point. Oh, the V2s, they're angling. They are angling for a good shot into the infantry blob. This is peak Soviet play. Poking in and out with V2s. They've just got the higher mobility. All you need now is... they're gonna get eaten up here though. All you'd usually need in this case is flak trucks to screen for them as well. So I'm curious to see the double war factor of Sigil pumping out some of those. That would be a prudent choice. Nice. Good micro from Mo here. Ooh. Almost. Next Blackhawk angling as well. Should be able to get the V2. No, decides against it. Yeah, the econ graph. That's gonna start looking a bit brutal. Mo has been depleting his reserves. And he has again mined himself off from taking an expansion. That is questionable at best. But it's peak Mo. Peak Mo gameplay here. Turrets not doing the best of jobs here. And just like that, there is a Conyard. There is a base in your base. Yo, dog, I heard you like bases. So we put a base in your base. Oh, there is the Tesla coil. This is gonna start getting real tough to hold. Mo is gonna have issues with this. Maybe you should start angling for the main base. This would be a juicy target. Yeah, I can see where he's going for a counter push. Where is this mine layer going? Still plonking some mines down. Ooh, that's expensive! I've gotta say, my friend! Those mines paying big dividends. Oh my lord! Oh, that was an expensive one. All the expensive infantry died. There is literally... Faked radodome. There is literally only a couple of rifles left. Man, that was savage. No, don't do it, Mo. Okay. Ah! Not like this. Not like this. Okay. Finally, most of the push has been deflected. Yeah, those mines just proved to have insane value there. One single mine layer to rule them all. Mines are showtime every time, yeah. For better or for worse. Speaking of worse. This tank is gonna have a bad day. Mo! Please, not like this. Those tank flanks. Outflanking himself. So mines have given and mines have taken away. Mostly they have delivered though, gotta say. Okay. Those are 3 harvesters up for grabs. Mo being a bit indecisive about it though. There's a lot of flat trucks. This is annoying. Even the tanks can't deal with them reliably because if they're on the move, they're not gonna take it. They're at least not gonna take full damage. Wait, what's the engineer doing here? Man, he could have captured the ore refineries ages ago. Oh no. Mo seems to be unaware. Oh, the Badger Bomber. My lord, we've missed it, but this has opened the floodgates. Ooh. We missed it because it just came off map. Came from off map and immediately was pummeling the entire army. What happened on top left? Ukraine happened. And I don't mean that in the geopolitical current sense, I mean that in the OpenRA sense, where it's just you click a support power, you drag a line from A to B, and you watch the Badger Bombers go. Badger Bomber goes brrr. That's basically all there is to it. Man. Unlike the mine layer, gotta say, the mechanics have not had a good day. That is gonna be -1 mining base for Mo. Oh, power down as well. So, at the end of the day, does he still have a chance of recovery? Doesn't appear to be the case for now. Yeah, 6 harvesters, I mean... He is down a base, though. That's the big issue. His Blackhawks have not been resupplied fully. There's the first Mammoth tank appearing. I mean, there is no recourse at the moment. The thing is, this would actually be beneficial for Mo had he retained most of his rockets. Most of his mechanics. But as it stands, this is just gonna be target practice. Whoa. Blackhawk gets away. In between Mammoth tusk salvos. Here comes the cavalry. No amount of mines is gonna stop this. I mean, not in a literal sense, because there is a finite amount of mines necessary to stop this push. But in a realistic fashion, that pertains to this match. Because, yeah... More Mammoths are starting to roll out. Iron Curtain is almost up. There is... Oh, it's only double. Only double War Factory. Quote unquote. Oh no, they've breached past the mine belt. And there's also an assault. Backline assault. Which is just gonna make itself at home here in the base, I guess. Pretty comfy. Oh, Iron Curtain has been fired. Not that it's necessary, there is very little in the way of resistance. But this is the GG move. Plonk. Unused mine layer for Sigil. I bet that was just to scout for enemy mines. Realistically, that's not something that Sigil would need. Oh no. Yeah, that is the GG. The Blackhawks are trying to angle themselves in a way to inflict a maximum of damage, but yeah, it is too late. Too little too late. The Soviet sledgehammer is coming down onto Mo. And just like that... Oh no, the mechanics. No, not like this. Ooh. Yeah, the mine layer has successfully revealed all the mines here. So it did something, I guess. Paradrop is also cleaning up shop. And this is the time for the Mammoths to shine. They're gonna be able to soak damage from the pills. They're gonna be able to inch forward without taking any damage whatsoever. We're gonna be zooming in all the way to showcase this massacre. It is looking very bleak. I mean, the game's over. But yeah, good show. Good game one, and the mine layer, my friends. That's been one hell of a mine layer. The enemy one that popped earlier. But damn, did that inflict some damage. Yeah, at the end of the day, Mo just being caught off guard, losing his mining base up top, and then subsequently Sigil pushing out of that position, leads to a 1-0. And there's gonna be a game number 2 because this is RHL, so see you in a sec. And for game number 2, we are yet again on Pity Light, which is a red flag parade in the quite the literal sense. Never seen this before. This asset is almost completely unfamiliar to me. Alright, let's check the map. We've done so before, I remember it. Yeah, it's the map with the naval crate. So that's an incentive for Mo. Not that he needs any extra incentives for going for a navy, but does that actually give you something? I'm so curious. Maybe it just refunds the money you'd need for purchasing a naval yard? Not entirely certain. But I'm pretty sure you can... This tile, I think, is in the way. But it looks like on this side it would be able to squeeze a naval yard in. So I'd have to playtest this. But I'm sure the map makers accounted for that. It just looks like there is absolutely space for a naval yard here. Again, Sigil with the dog opener, and Mo has not found a recipe against it. There are several options. Go where your opponent isn't, rush for a war factory first, then the dog is going to be obsolete. Yield or just yield in terms of oil derricks, let your opponent capture them. Go for mass infantry and try push the dog down, but that's risky. Because if your opponent is there first and has a more compact formation, you're just going to be taken and picked apart one by one. Okay, the engineer. Oh, yet again, Mo finds the engineer snipe with a beautiful placed rifle batch. Nice. The capture animation can be seen, by the way. The capture bar is not invisible. Oh, he's trying to commit into it. Yeah, a snipe for a snipe, an NG for an NG. At the end of the day, the dog is left standing. It's gonna be matched with a medic and 5 rifles. Yeah, just a trade-off. Hey, Agent Delphi's here. God damn it! Yes, it is the. At first I thought that was a visual glitch, but no, that thing is actually physically there. That's a Bane crate, and it can't be obtained because it is on a water tile, I believe. This looks ridiculous. How has this made it past playtesting? Not that it is impacting the gameplay in any way. It's just dead space, really. But it's super annoying visually. The medic is doing his best to out-heal the poke. No shot, my friend. This dog! This dog is getting some mad value here. Okay, Mo's back at it with another engineer. So this time around he gets his Derek first. And flag track being purchased for Sigil. That is an unusual sight. Man, if only Mo knew. There is only 3 rifles left here. This is such a small pack. But the dog definitely making it work. Oh, here's the ranger. Gonna be picking up the first couple stragglers. Or is he? Or is he? Hahaha. There we go. Man, the ranger has taken a pummeling already. He is cruising for a bruising. But so does the flak truck. Oh, that's way too close for comfort. Sigil does not need to go this close because the flak truck, at the end of the day, has more vision and more range. Gets to retain it, but takes a decent chunk of damage already. Weapon range is almost similar. I think mobile flags have 1 more tile than the riflemen do, but the vision is obviously the problem. Yep, all the infantry has been cleaned up here. We're gonna take a look at combat. Oh, Sigil is way ahead here. Both derricks have been Destroyed against Scorched Earth tactics. That is just something that Sigil does apparently. I'm wondering, what kind of weather are we going for here? Is this like the Thunder has thawed? Is this the climate apocalypse? The near future? A glimpse into our future where hay bales and dry grass are coexisting with floating ice? I don't know. Anyway, the engineer has made it out safely, has been able to exfiltrate, and light vehicles have been repaired. I hope so. That's the case for Mo's vehicle as well. A couple scouts are being spread around the map, and there's gonna be the MCV move out. That's really nice. I think he's gonna get to see the MCV. Yeah. Ooh, also gets to pick up some freebies. Always love. No! What was the pathing? Should have gone north. Well, that was unnecessary. Could have easily retained the Ranger there. Mobile Flag doesn't have the turn rate or the speed to catch up. But be that as it may, first expansion being established, and same is gonna hold true for Mo, who has also got the timings down to a T. He is also expanding to the gem mines. Ooh, is this something that Sigil has on the radar in a literal sense? That is gonna be a juicy gem mine. It is also not obstructed, so you're gonna get the full yield from that. It's very valid. Oh, there's also a flooded sub-pen, huh? This reminds me of the time I was sailing on the Croatian coast, and there's an actual submarine bunker. I mean, there's plenty of those, but there is one that we came across near the island of Hvar, if you've ever been there. It's just a deserted, abandoned Nazi bunker that was used as a submarine pen. One of many, but this one is very out in the open. So that was a sight to behold, and also kind of scary. Anyway, front lines have been drawn and established, as well as the red flag parade here. And Mo is going a bit greedy. He's stretching himself thin, but with his style, you know, with Sigil taking his sweet while to set up, this is a map that usually allows you to get some setup time in because it's very wide. You can play this game because Mo is someone who likes going for mine layers, and just a single mine layer obstructing one side of the map, or at least closing off one of the flanks, is gonna be enough to basically concentrate on one front. Or the other front, that is. Can you build a naval yacht middle and southwest? Yeah, I would be curious about that too. You can certainly build one here, but there is no incentive. Maybe just get out of the map. Move on to the farmlands here. Okay, tanks have been found out. Move command from Sigil. But no tanks have died that day. So there's something. Very committed to killing that one rifle, but it's a spotter. Yeah, and that puts Sigil at unease, because he now doesn't know if those tanks are still sharking around. This would be a good time for a mechanic now. Just getting one mechanic to patch up the tanks. Where are they going? Oh, all repaired. All repairing. Good and well. Destroy tab still in favor of Sigil. Assets are in favor of Mo. He appears to be expanding faster and earlier. Chrono Navy. You can do that, but that would require a base. A base that is that can be shelled. I guess here. You can park a cruiser here with a chrono shift, but it's like 15 seconds of chrono. Maybe gonna get off 2 salvos. Doesn't strike me to be a good value proposition. Tanks are thinking twice about engaging here. Yeah, mine layer's at it again. I really wouldn't... If I were Mo, I would just advise him... I would just stop using it in the middle. It is just gonna cut short your own flanking routes, or your own reinforcement routes. Just go for the corners. Go for the vectors that your opponent is more likely to use than you yourself are. That here, smack dab in the middle. If you pull your entire army to react to something, then yeah, that's definitely gonna be a problem. Those are gonna be obstructing your own pathing. But Mo's economy is set up beautifully. He's up to, what, 9 harvesters? He's also gotten 2 of them transferred. He's gotten the gem mines, which, by the way, are still completely untapped. Oh, golden ratio starport. Honestly, This is too much of a meme map. Live long and prosper. Okay, we've got the Star Trek references. Come with me. Pumpkin. Okay, those are some references that I seriously do not understand. Pearl Moon. Don't know about those. I know Live Long and Prosper. Not the biggest Star Trek fan, but I at least know the basics. Alright, that's gonna stir some controversy, but let's drive up the engagement metrics. For my money, Star Wars, the old Star Wars movies have been superior because they were just fun. And Star Trek, while never actively bad, I was never the biggest fan. It was always a bit too cut and dry for me. Star Wars was just fun and exciting, you know, and also getting to see Harrison Ford in his prime. He certainly was an actor. I actually really like his smugness in pretty much all of his roles in his early career. Okay, big engagement. Mo gets to move first, that's kind of curious. Oh, he's splitting off 3 tanks trying to look for the harvesters, but doesn't find any. Welp, rip, finds an infantry dispatch in return. And Sigil has concentrated most of his forces on this side. This is going to be a tough hold though, because there's already tech out, there is the V2s, and a lot of tanks. Oh, that's gonna be a big Allahu Yakbar. Yeah, that has sufficiently thinned out the forces. Is Mo gonna be able to hold anymore? I don't know. That has shaved off a significant portion of his front lines. And his infantry DPS support. Oh, some good V2 hits to boot as well. So what does Mo have here? Nothing really. Oh, that's a flock of harvesters. Maybe he can go on a crushing spree? Go full on GTA style? No, he's evacuating the base, yeah. That was probably necessary. Trying to rotate his army. And on this side, Sigil hasn't lost anything. To be fair, Mo has saved his dump truck fleet. And interestingly, Sigil is pulling back for now. He's not as aggressive as he could be. So isn't gaining as much ground as he could. I've gotta say, all things considered, most feathers have been ruffled a little, but he got away with a black eye. He's still in an okay spot. His economy is still completely set up. Mechanics are starting to bolster the forces. Just repairing your garbage trucks, you know, it was put the maintenance guys with the garbage trucks. That makes sense. Lots of expensive infantry up front. Sigil is going for a push here. Wait, you cannot show target lines on an MCV? Huh. Today I learned. Oh, is he committing into this? Yup, that is gonna be a dead... Oh my goodness, a tech center as well. Immediate defensive tech center, but Mo is completely ignoring it. Not sure if that's the best call. Okay, front lines are down. Ha! Yep, that's gonna be a dead heavy. Wait! That one mine didn't do full damage. Tech center in the face. Tech center for the rescue. Right, this is screaming tech. We've got Ukraine again for Sigil, so I'm waiting on the mammoths and the parabomb drop. Sigil is broke though, and Admiral Mo is still floating a comfy bank of 5k. He's a little behind. We're gonna take a look at the combat stats. Okay, gets the tech center at the cost of 1 single Blackhawk, completely fine. Little force in the middle, trying to get something of value. You can occupy the lighthouses. If this were Company of Heroes, those would be VPs, but Company of Heroes, this ain't. Ooh. That was a good V2, I believe, because it's on Veteran C1, and I also heard many Wilhelm death screams at once, so... You know, insert Star Wars reference. I heard voices of millions, and then suddenly cry out in surprise, and then suddenly disappear, or something like that. Damn. Being a Star Wars fan, I sure don't know the quotes anymore. Should put my money where my mouth is and rewatch the original trilogy. Oh, that MCV is very ill-fated. Wait, Mo can steal it! Oh, that's perfect timing! Mo, this is a gift, accept it! No! What are you doing? Oh my goodness, that MCV! No! Down goes the mechanic. That was his one shot. There were no aircraft in the vicinity either. So that would have been a really good choice. Okay, gets rid of the 1v2. Blackhawks are starting to go wild on the infantry. And idle racks, yep. Mo's starting to float again. He's on 11 dump trucks. Dispatch going... Oh, that is a juicy target. Man, engineer finally dies. Mo has managed to strategically place tanks on pretty much all the ore refineries. That's a beautiful... He's in it for the long con, huh? Oh wait, that was a badger drop. Gets spotted immediately. Mo picking him up like they're smarties. Wait. Oh my goodness! I caught that from the corner of my eye. I just heard the badges being delivered. Oh! Okay. This screams economy graph in just a hot second. Man, the service depot is going to go down as well though, so blow for blow being traded. One of the players does no longer have an army, the other has a significantly diminished economical impact in this game, or economical prospect rather. Yeah, as well as tech tree being reset to the Stone Age. You're going to be able to build pikemen at that point. Pikemen, but certainly no tanks. Alrighty. Artillery transition. I'm not sure if that's a good idea because there is now tier 0 in the works for Sigil, and flak trucks are going to be a very viable option. But his economical situation, let's tally them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 harvesters left. Sigil is running on steam, is running on fumes for the moment. And 4 of those 5 are harvesting on this perimeter. I think he needs to start rebuilding not combat units, but just eco. Yeah, he's rebuilding. He's doing it indeed. Satellite. Ooh, that's going to be spicy for Mo. He's going to be able to... Let's see, he's going to be able to spot everything and assess the threat level that Sigil poses here. Yeah, if you're seeing this type of map, I would say this is a valid target. Also, whenever you see those unidentified structures, try flying close with a heli at least briefly, so you can reveal them. Just to make sure it's not like a tech center or a hidden iron curtain. It's very viable. Okay, he also can see the economical situation. He can see that there's 4 harvesters here. None on this. It's now back up to 2. So the longer he gives him time, the more Sigil is going to be able to recover. Yeah, Sigil has not been seeing the gem mine. He's not seen the gem mine at all. All longbows have been added. Very good choice for this map. You're going to be able to snipe harvesters left, right, and center. Good call. Satellite terminated. Easy yet again, found an angle. 1 more harvester down. There's also... The tech center has been revealed. Service depot's back up, so there's going to be the chance of mammoths. Sigil way too passive. I mean, Sigil has been put on the back foot. Ooh. Yeah, nope. Medium tanks definitely do not want to be in this neighborhood. Trying to scout a little here. Takes a bruising. Okay, that is gonna be... What is... Okay, Sigil is just producing an MCV. That's a good call. Ooh, gets both the tech structures. I mean, at a heavy cost. Because those were longbows. That's 2k plus 3k, 7k. Ooh. 7k to reset your opponent's tech tree, but probably worth it. Tanya. We're having France here, so there is definitely a chance at this being a good Tanya game. Hey Mo, you want to sacrifice more of your tanks to the mines, maybe? Ooh, gets 1 artillery at least. He's busy building a nuke. And well, no longer. Oh, Mo is building a nuke. Yeah. That is certainly a way of closing out the game. Those tanks are a little too idle. We wanted to check the army dip. Ooh, that was a nasty one. Those were the parabombs. Immediate, like 30% supply cut. That is some Elon Musk versus Twitter levels of layoffs. Oh wait, he's the Brits. Yeah, the Brits have the fake structures now. This got this got rebranded, basically. Completely forgot. Oh, we're seeing spies as well. Yes, 3 spies, British spies. As well as the mobile radar jammer. Radar jammers would... Oh my, those are basically the kingpin units here. Radar jammers are brilliant. Because they deny your one tool that the opponent has. That one tool being a mass of rockets. And just deflecting all of those is going to make life so much harder. Tesla coil. And a coil for a turret. Okay. Let the base wars begin. Creeping forward, inching away forward with barracks. On the other side we're seeing artillery shell the base. Okay. As soon as the spy sat is gonna come up, this is gonna be nasty for Sigil though. And I think it's almost ready. Almost good to go. Yeah. 0, it's ready. So this means he can immediately spot the enemy infantry. Yeah, there we go. And now he's going to be able to start targeting down the expensive infantry. Oh, badger drop. This time, though, it's not going to be as effective because he was lacking the scouting information. Still gets a solid chunk of the army down. Satellite is initiated, by the way. Oh, wow. The spy sat providing vision here. But I've got to say, the artilleries could be inflicting so much more damage than they actually did here. We're hearing a paradrop somewhere, but that is not relevant because we're going to be focusing on the front lines. The force fire, maybe not the best. What is Mo doing? He's trying to find an angle here on this side. Alright. Not one for multitasking, I see. Radar jammers are on the opposite side of the map. He should definitely bring in the radar jammers. Where's Tanya? Oh, there she is. Satellite is gone again. Man, that would be a field day for Tanya. If only Mo knew. He's gonna lose his first couple harvesters, but is still in a better position there than Sigil is. That's all you got? Let's see how much damage can Tanya inflict. Oh, she's immediately being targeted down. That was, yeah, that's gonna be a problem now. He can maybe stem the tide a little with more pillboxes. Longbow is trying to angle it in a way that he gets the V2. Man, that's the base down. Really good hit from the V2 as well, because the longbow was too passive, didn't take it out in time. And that's gonna be a huge swing. On the other side, we're seeing the tank flank still decimating some of the ore trucks. But the income is okay. Sigil's still on 7 harvesters. That was just Mo being a bit too passive and too idle. Finally, he's bringing the radar jammers. He's also gotten some spies mixed in. Disguised as rockets, okay. Man, his helicopters haven't done much of anything. Finally, remembers that he's got an auto-fire button. Tanya's back, so she can at least push back the units a little bit. Okay, 3 more harvesters, I believe, that went down there. No, 1 has been salvaged. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 harvesters. He's in an okay position. Oh, and this is going to be nasty. Tanya leading the charge, and there is no recourse against her for now. V2 is down. Oh, look at this. The radar jammer is providing so much space here. Oh my goodness. Tanya from the backlines getting some insane value. Value and veterancy blasting away at the entire army. Oh my goodness. This girl going postal. Holy smokes. That was Tanya plus the radar jammers, and the rest were just decorations. So, yet again, another MCV's coming in and claiming the spot. I don't know about those Blackhawks. Yeah, the nuke timer is gonna be a problem. Oh, Tanya, please, no! Tanya, no, not like this. Radar jammers do take an insane amount of damage from flame towers, by the way. Flame towers have good DPS against pretty much anything that is stationary. And the interesting fact, an interesting fact about the mobile radar jammers is I think they have light armor, not sure, but they have very low health. No, they've got heavy armor but low health, yeah, that's it. So they appear to be well armored when fighting against rifle infantry, but they certainly aren't. They're soft targets after all. Man, what a game. This has certainly yet again proved to be another Mo classic. An instant classic. So many helicopters in the skies. 6 harvesters for both those, so army way ahead for Mo, but all of that advantage is in those 7 units. You should definitely do something with them. Chronosphere. Oh, we're seeing the entire tech tree being unlocked. Those tanks they're just confused, standing in front of a massive gem deposit. It's like, oh, that's the equivalent of the entire uranium reserves of the Soviet Union. So why the hell aren't they claiming it? It's free real estate, my friend. Sigil -1 harvester. Thank you and good night. No war factory production for Moya. I mean, does he really need it? He certainly does, by the way, spoiler alert. Okay, 5 Blackhawks, that's enough to kill an MCV, but I think he's rather going for... Oh, he's going for a power snipe. I feel like in this situation, that's probably not the most efficient thing to do. I really feel he could be doing something more efficient. Oh, finding another harvester. But it's looking good for Mo. Still not over though, because he's one who can easily throw games. He's got some veterancy at throwing games, let's put it that way. Oh, he's got a spy in. More spies waiting in ambush. But this game is looking so good at the time present. Okay, one last push here. Chronosphere almost up, and Tanya is there. Veterancy 1 Tanya, mind you. Chronosphere could be really good. I'm thinking chrono the enemy heavy tanks into your blob, kill them off, and then steal the husks. And they're not going to be chrono shifted back because technically they're going to be new units, like a fresh set of units if they've got a new pilot. That's just how OpenRA works. Yeah, there's Tanya denying entrance. Nice, this time around he is singled out. Ooh, ho, 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 with its dying breath. Oh lord. With its dying breath, the V2 takes Tanya with it. Man, we're seeing so much move command this game. Also, the helicopters have been really passive. They would have posed such an advantage, but Mo definitely not utilizing it to their fullest potential. But the situation is looking dire for Sigil. Let's look at that. His income is still okay. Still on 7 harvesters, but some of them are running idle. And Mo is 20k ahead. Support powers though. Oh, the nuke is ready in a minute. Also the GPS satellite. Parabomb still 3 minutes. So there's also yet another Tanya. There she is. With the skull logo. Which disappears if you zoom in too closely. You know, one of my favorite strategies to confuse the opponent. Oh, power down. So annoying. But not that impactful, ultimately. One of my favorite strategies is you can disguise your spies as friendly units as well. Just build a couple spies and right-click on your Tanya. All of a sudden you've got 10 Tanyas and your opponent is not going to be able to target select properly. Super annoying. And as England especially, or as the UK, it's just so cheap because their spies are half price. Even though that's a very lackluster feature. Okay, he has finally added more helipads to his collection. So Exodia is almost complete. And he's, at some point, he's going to start doing something with the helicopters, right? At some point, there's bound to be something. Man, Sigil, how much money has he lost from not taking this gem mine? Also, the nuke is ready. Satellite is going up. We're seeing the animation. There it is. So, wait, what? It disappeared. It disappears in the fog of war, huh? Nuke is coming in hot. Not the juiciest of targets, but it's still gonna take a sizable chunk out of the infantry army. So good on him. Yeah, that was pretty good. He could easily start pushing now, by the way. There is no MCV. This base is unprotected. And no Iron Curtain to speak of. Should have nuked between airfield and SD. That's... hindsight is 2020. Mine layer also going on the aggressive, going on the prowl. Starting to inch closer. Oh. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes. This is a genius move. I really love that. There is going to be a Chrono Vortex. Man, we're going to be seeing the entire tech tree. I'm so hyped. I love that. I genuinely love that. Here's the Chrono Vortex, and it's going to start ticking down the MCV to 30% health. And then after that, it's going to start disappearing. We're seeing some camo pillboxes as well. And this is going to be a base push onto the main base of Mo, or what used to be the main base anyway. He just knows that there's nothing really threatening him at the moment. I'm also going to check combat or the army graph. The nuke didn't really put the dent here. Didn't do all too much. Okay. Oh my goodness, this mine layer is getting bolder and bolder. I love it. Mo's got some guts here. And, ooh, lucky for now. Lucky for now. Just positioning themselves next to the mine. Springboards waiting to be triggered. Plonk. We're hearing, is that... Ooh. There it is. A complete whiff this time around. Mo has moved his army out of the way. Chronosphere is 40 hot seconds shy of coming online again. By the way, this Harvester has completely been forgotten about. Oh! I think the Badger, if that had crashed over this blob, this would have almost been more lethal. Man is even building a frontline service depot to repair those couple tanks. I love it. I love everything about this game except the map. I mean, just the visual design of the map is hideous. And all those memes. But this game is just a 10 out of 10 5-star game. Maybe we're gonna see Mo run his Tanya into the mines this time around? No? The shelling has commenced. Shelling by a single artillery, by the way, just feigning some threat levels. Helicopters everywhere. Yo, Einstein's also here. It's like we've got the entire party. Oh no. Wasting ammo on civilians now. Oh my goodness. This is not cost efficient by any means. Oh, the SAM site is pulled as well. But, I mean, Mo is so ahead. It doesn't really matter at that point. He still can throw, you know. There is still the threat of him losing this base and then basically falling apart. But at the moment, it doesn't look like it. He's also got a sizable 12k bank, which is par for the course in a Mo game. This really isn't anything too special, I'd have to say. Okay, in comes the GG push. Smartly avoiding his own mines this time around. I like that. That is a very prudent choice. Tech Center has been repurchased though. There is no Iron Curtain to speak of. Okay, this army's been cleaned up. But 5 Harvesters under 10 and very few spaces to mine from left for Sigil. I mean, the helicopters are starting to do something here. They're starting to chip away at some Harvesters. So, good on Mo. Flamers being mixed in for Sigil this time around. So yeah, pretty much the entire tech tree. We've seen Mammoth tanks in game 1 as well. Highly enjoyable. Man, the mine layers. If you give Mo enough time, he's gonna pester the hell out of you. You basically need to send one mine layer with every push. That is so annoying. I think the next satellite should spell the GG. MCV is creeping forward. And deploying, hopefully, in a safe spot. There we go. Look at Sigil's view. Yeah, we're gonna start doing that. Oh, gap cheddar. Wait. Oh, yeah, now he got spy locked. That's so annoying. That's basically Mo getting a spy in. Oh no. Melee artillery. Okay. We're at that point already. The MCV, what is it doing? Oh, he tried to chrono shift it away. What? It actually survived. Holy smokes. That is a 200 IQ play. No way, you're telling me it's gonna come back? Holy shit! That's insane. It actually worked. I thought it would have died. I thought it had died the frame. It got chrono shifted, but no. What a play! It honestly wouldn't have mattered because he could have just built a mechanic and reclaimed the husk. But it was mechanically just astounding. Such a solid and profound play. Man, Mo, I gotta hand it to you, my man. Satellite going up again, and Tanya finishing the deal. Yeah, I've got the auto-scroll bug. Enjoy. Man, what a game 2. I mean, game 1 was already something, but game 2 on another plane of existence. This was just crazy from start to finish. I mean, it kind of lost its steam when Sigil was out of options, but holy smokes, we've seen everything, and the chrono save towards the end was just the cherry on top. Alright, I really hope that this is gonna be... that this cast is gonna work nicely because because I'm using the new recording software, because this was one hell of a game and I can't recapture that fascination and that magic a second time round. That's why I always cast replays blind. Okay, that was 10 out of 10. Kudos to Mo and Sigil for playing this one out. This was just insanity. Yeah, also there's gonna be more RA content to come. There is more TDGL content. Some Shadow Paradise smattered in, and a smattering of Company of Heroes 2. So, stay tuned. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces, out.